Morning and a very warm welcome to a session of geography and to Exampur. Yes, so Exampur, SSC exams, preparation in English medium. You're watching me on the YT channel and geography session and the first part of it, and that is your uh, the universe. So the universe is the topic. So universe part 1 and the YT session. On the YT we are going to have classes thrice a week. Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 11, you're going to have a geography session with me and I'm Milan. Okay, so we just concluded our current affairs sessions and now we are starting with our geography session. So yeah, Exampur में स्वागत है. Welcome to Exampur and geography. Alright, so geography is very important when you talk about exam because in the general awareness section, current affairs, yes, current affairs is very important, as if 25-30% question come from the current affairs section, and around, let's just say 8 to 10% come from the geography, and geography is one of the most interesting subjects. Okay, and it is not very vast like your history. It's not very vast like history, and also it's not very boring, I beg your pardon, but like polity is more about rules and regulation, this article, that article. But geography is very interesting in a way. It is very pictorial also. It is very visual also. I can talk about universe, wherein I can talk about planets and then Himalayas or rivers or oceans. So you are able to imagine things. Okay, so that way it is very interesting. And also geography is things around us, the land, the features. Okay, so everything around us is geography. Okay, some geographical phenomenon happened and a mountain was created or oceans were created or rain happens. So everything is around us and we can all see that. So it's very interesting that way. Okay, chalo. So geography, Exampur. All right. Yes, my favorite quote. So if you can dream it, you can do it. Of course. We all have dreamt, something or the other to achieve in life. So if your dream is to clear the CHSL paper, if your dream is to clear CGL, dream is to clear UPPCS or UPSC or any exam in the country or in the world, like if you have any dream, but for or you want to start a company, startup. We have the startup environment going around in India today. So if you want to achieve it, first you have to dream it, and if you can dream it, of course you can do it. Okay, so they are interrelated. All right, chalo. So this is done. Let's start the session. So 3, 2, 1, and it is just to tell you, it is not your question based, it's theory based. Okay, so I'll be explaining some theory. All right, and I'm explaining you this theory because this is how we teach in the CHSL SAFALTA batch. So just to let you know at how we're gonna teach and how we are teaching, so that this might give you that extra nudge to take up the batch if you're still in doubt whether to go with SAFALTA batch or not. So this will clear all your doubts. All right. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right. So learning objective, what do you have? We have, so I would like to have some conversation in the comment section, the chat section, so that I know who is watching. I can see the number of likes going up for the session, but I would like to also see who is watching. So if it will be amazing if you can drop in a hello or a hi, so that I get to know that you are watching. So at least I should know who is watching, so that it becomes a little two-way street in terms of interaction and communication. Okay, so if you're watching, just give me a hello in the chat section so that I get to know. All right, so what are the learning objectives that we have for the session? Okay, so after completing this lesson, you will be able to learn about the Big Bang theory that resulted in the universe. Okay, because of Big Bang theory, we have the universe. Or what happened long billions and billions years ago. Big Bang theory properly explains everything. Okay. Yes, so Vikram, yes, so Vikram with the laughing emoji. Good morning again, sir. Vikram, good morning again. A very good morning to you. So Amrita is saying hello, so I'm watching. So good one. So at least I know you guys are watching. Now you can go back to whatever you're doing. I mean, watching session and having breakfast or sipping a cup of tea. You can comfortably do that. So it's mostly I'll be speaking and you have to listen. And wherever I ask a question, be kind enough to you're always very kind enough to always answer the question. All right. So the universe started by Big Bang. So we'll also talk about that, what happened, how it happened, all that. All right. And the most interesting thing about universe is planets. Okay, is moons or sun or how the space, it's actually arranged. So we'll talk about. So we'll be able to learn about planets, asteroid, meteors, and other heavenly bodies or celestial bodies. Heavenly bodies or celestial bodies, it is the term given to all the objects or everything that is in the space. So sun, moon, planets, asteroid, comets, meteors, meteoroids, every single thing that you see in the space is basically called, the umbrella term or the mother term is heavenly body. Okay, or celestial body. So that is a term for everything up, and then we say that, okay, sun is a star, planet is something else, moon is something else. Then we have further classification of things, but one term for everyone is heavenly body. Clear? All right. Okay, so this session is also very important because after your amazing performance in CGL tier 1, so tier 2 is also going to have some, and be very cautious, guys, be very cautious. Tier 1 was very easy, tier 2 might not be easy. It's always like this. If tier 1 is difficult, then tier 2 would be easy. If tier 1 is easy, then tier 2 would be difficult. Okay, so prepare accordingly. Do not expect easy questions. Make your preparation solid, foolproof. So in the continuation of that, I'm bringing you all this theory. Okay, so watch carefully and ask questions wherever you can. Just hold on, guys. I'll be back just a moment. Screen कम दिख रहा है YouTube पे. Okay, guys. All right. ठीक है. So all set. So now the term is clear. Heavenly and celestial bodies. Okay. So introduction. So first we'll talk about the introduction. How we all are fascinated what's up in the sky. Okay, we always been very fascinated. We have the privilege that we, from our school education, that we get to know that what is up there. It's the stars, it's the moon, we all know that. But we have always been amazed, us and more so our ancestors. Okay, the generation prior to us, the generation previous to us, they were amazing people. They were fascinating. They were fascinated by everything around them. So they questioned everything. And because of their questioning, their research, now we have all the data. Now we don't have to do anything. We just have to pick up a book and have to understand about everything. And that too we don't do, right? We are mostly on, mobile phones, right? So we have always been amazed to see night sky after sunset. The tiny shining objects that we see in the night sky. The whole sky is filled with shining objects. Yes, some are bright, some are dim. Along with these shiny objects, we also do see the moon. Yes, we also do see the moon and others also, other planets also. We'll talk about them as well. The universe is a complex setup yet so beautiful. What an amazing line. What an amazing line. The last line is, the universe is a complex setup. Yes, it is. It is very complex setup, yet so beautiful. Yes, it is amazingly beautiful, yet so complex. Okay, so this is just a tiny bit introduction, but the main thing starts from here. Okay, the solar system. The first thing that we notice about our universe is the solar system. Before talking about the entire universe, we'll first talk about the solar system. Correct? What is solar system? Solar system is the sun, the 8 planets. Earlier it was 9. Pluto is out. Some tragedy happened with our brother Pluto. Now we have kicked we have kicked Pluto out. There's a reason behind it. We will talk about that. So it's 8 planets now. Natural satellites, asteroids, comets, everything together make up the solar system. Solar system means sun's system, the system of the sun. So Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Sol is the sun god. Solar means related to the sun. Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called solar system. So we are the family of sun. We are the family of sun. So solar system is sun's family. Correct? So everything is inside. The planets, the satellites, the asteroids, everything is inside solar system. Clear? Chalo. So this is the introduction. So before we begin, before we talk about everything else, This picture is very, very important. This picture is very, very important. Mercury. So see, we have 8 planets lined up, and the big, bright yellowish orangish thing you can see, this is, of course, we all know that, is the sun. And just for perspective, look at the size of the sun. Look, it's not even fitting entirely. It's not even fitting entirely. Imagine, if you can see, this is the curvature. So you can imagine the size of sun. You can imagine it's gonna be huge, huge, huge. Okay, and look at the size of Mercury. It's barely visible, barely visible. So we have 8 planets, and one interesting thing, if you notice, that the first 4 planets are very, very small, and the last 4 planets are quite big, So the reason is these 4 planets share a common characteristic feature. We'll also talk about that. And the last 4, they share a different set of characteristic features. The first 4 are called inner planets. The outer 4 are called as outer planets, and we'll talk about them in detail. Okay, just look at the Mercury. We have small dot. I hope you can see it on the screen. It's a very, very fine dot, very small dot. It's called Mercury. It's Mercury. Then we have Venus. Then we have Earth. Then we have Mars. Okay, and then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. The big sequence of 8 planets. If you are someone who always struggles with the arrangement of planets and who do not know, which planet comes before, sometimes you get confused, and in a pressure situation like examination hall, you might wrongly tag a different planet. So it's a very simple mnemonic. It's a very simple mnemonic, and the mnemonic is my very educated mother just show us 9 planets. So it was planet, but now it's not planets. So first letter of every word is your planet. My very educated, Mercury, Venus, Earth. Mother just show us Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, N for Neptune. And it was planets, P planets, but Pluto is not existing. So, but we'll remember in a sequence, my very educated mother just show us 9 planets, but don't consider Pluto. Okay, so this is a very simple mnemonic. Clear? Very basic one, but very effective one. So we are joined by Kushwaha Ravi Singh. So Ravi Singh, very welcome to the session, brother. Very welcome to the session. Good morning. Clear? So we have Mercury, look at the size. We have Venus, look at the size. We have Earth, and we have Mars. Then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So all clear, one line. And just to tell you, 99.9%, 99.9% of the entire mass of the 99.9% of the entire mass of the solar system is Sun, is Sun's mass, So Sun's mass is 99.9%, and what about the rest? 0.1%. 0.1%. So that is the size of Sun. That is the power of Sun. Okay, chalo. This is all clear. We'll talk about all these planets in little more details. Okay, so let's see the next one. All right, so we'll talk about the members of solar system. We'll talk about the head of the family. Who is the head of the family? The family's head is the Sun. So we'll talk about some important points about Sun. The Sun is the center of solar system. Yes, it is the center of solar system. Everything revolves around it, and it is the amazing, the humongous gravitational pull of the Sun that it has pulled everything together. Okay. Otherwise, if there is no pull, then every planet or asteroid, everything else would have floated away. Okay. The Sun is the center of solar system. Yes. The Sun is at the center of solar system, and it is made up of extremely hot gases, mainly hydrogen and helium. So hydrogen and helium. Sun is basically made up of 2 gases, hydrogen and helium, and they are very extremely inflammable, and that is the source of energy. Okay, so there's this combustion going on, this nuclear fission going on continuously. Okay, the light and the heat from the Sun enable and sustain life on Earth. Yes, we all know that. The gravitational pull of the Sun keeps all the planets and other objects revolving around it. Yes, the gravitational pull of the Earth is so strong. Okay, the surface of the Sun, which is shiny in appearance, rotates like a disc, is called photosphere. So you have seen that the surface of the sun. So we have seen the surface on a good day. If you can see, do not directly ever see the sun. No, always have your glasses on, but do not see it for a long time. But you have seen the pictures, right? You have seen the picture. The shiny surface, the shiny surface is called photosphere. The shiny surface is called the photosphere. And just to tell you, if you can look at this properly, this is till the surface. This is the surface, and you can see still yellowish. This all thing is yellow, dark yellow, then there's light yellow. But this is also very, very hot. This area is also very, very hot. You can understand it like sun's fumes. Sun's fume. This is up till here, this is the surface. This is the surface, and this is the fumes, or in other words, it's called corona. It's called corona. We'll come to that point. But there are two different things to understand. Okay. Sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Yes, 150 million kilometers. That's a good distance. Had we been very close to sun, we would have never had life on earth. Yeah. Okay. And it takes around 8 minutes. Around 8 minutes to sunlight to reach the surface of the earth, to reach this from the sun to earth, 8 minutes. And light is the fastest moving object in the universe that we know about. Okay, so it's around 3 into 10 to power 8 meters per second. Okay, clear? All clear? Chalo, all done. So okay, next point. The solar system is dominated by sun. The solar system dominated by sun, which accounts for almost 99.9% of the matter in the entire solar system. I've already told you, 99.9% of the matter is sun. 0.1% is everybody else. Okay. Next, the outer layer of sun's atmosphere, the shiny, not the shiny, but the fumes, the outer layer of sun's atmosphere is mainly made up of hot gases, and it's called corona. So corona is a very deadly name, we all know that. So just to tell you again what is corona and what is photosphere, and also a very interesting point I want to share with you guys. So we have a yellow surface, this yellow surface is your photosphere, but you also can see a yellow vaporish. This is the corona. Okay, this is extremely hot, and scientists have come to the conclusion that the surface should be hotter than the fumes. But actually it is the other way around. The fumes or the sun's vapors, they are hotter than the surface. This is a baffling fact, and scientists don't understand why it is happening. We need to do even further more research on it. But the corona or the fumes or the sun's vapor, that is far more hotter than the main surface. So this is a baffling fact. So you're joined by Harish. Good morning, Harish. Good morning. All right. Okay. So sun is clear. All clear for sun. Chalo. We'll move on. Next one. Okay. Chalo. We'll see the moon. So after sun, we'll come to moon. Now what is moon? Moon is the only natural satellite of Earth. Yes, we all know that moon is the only natural satellite. No, Earth has many satellites, all man-made and all that. But moon is the only natural one. Moon has no atmosphere. Yes, we all know that. Moon has absolutely zero atmosphere. And very interesting thing I will tell you. Some scientists are of the opinion that the surface of moon, or the land that we see as moon, it was once part of Earth only. There's a theory. Scientists believe that long time back, billions of years ago, when the Earth was still forming, was very, very hot, was still cooling down, the Earth was cooling down, there was this big asteroid that came and made an impact, and a big chunk of Earth was moved out. But as it was the chunk of Earth, as it was floating away in the space, the gravitational pull of Earth stopped it. The gravitational pull of the Earth stopped it, and it was bound in an orbit. It got bound in an orbit, and slowly and steadily everything else cooled down, and then we got moon. So this is the theory. It's theory. Still, a lot of things are still work in progress. Okay, still work in progress. Okay. Okay. So we all know that the Earth is not the center of the universe. In fact, even Sun is not the center of the universe, but the Sun is the center of solar system. But in earlier times, it was believed that Ptolemy believed that Earth is the center of the universe. Then later it was believed that Sun is the center of the universe, and much later it was understood that neither Sun nor Earth is the center of the universe. It's actually a different solar system, and we move around the Sun. Okay, so slowly, research and development, by research and development, we get to understand what is the real thing. Okay, so next is the size of Moon is approximately 1/4 the size of Earth. 1/4 or 25%. The size of the Earth is just 25%, just 1/4 of the Earth. Okay. The Moon is also known as a fossil planet. This is very important. This is very important. Moon is also known as a fossil planet because the story I told you, it got detached. Okay. The study of the Moon is called selenology. This is very important. What is the study of Moon called? Selenology. What is the study of Moon called? Selenology. Okay. And the last one is magnesium, iron, etc. are majorly found on Moon, and they are exactly what we find on Earth. So scientists have further proved that it was all Earth only. It got partitioned or separated from Earth. So magnesium, iron, everything you find on Earth, you will find there. Okay, but there are some asteroids which have different minerals or different metals or different elements which are not found on Earth. There are also some asteroids, and you won't believe there is a project by Google's founders, co-founders, and other billionaire people of the Earth, that they will launch a spaceship, and it will go on an asteroid. They'll identify an asteroid. It will go on asteroid which has amazing minerals which are not found on Earth, and they will extract the minerals and they will bring it back on Earth, and they will sell. So such is the idea of people. Such is what they want to do in life. So as I initially told you about this motivational quote, you have to be a dreamer first. Okay, so if you can dream it, you can do it. So people are dreaming about extracting minerals, metals, elements from an asteroid. So if you're dreaming it, then you can do it. Okay, so Moon is done. Clear? So magnesium, iron are commonly found. Yes. Okay, Moon is done. Let's see next one. So next is we talk about planets. Next we'll talk about planets. So guys, if you're watching the session and if you haven't press the like button, drop in a like and press the like button and show us your appreciation. Okay. Next is planet. There are 8 planets in a solar system. Yes, we know that. We absolutely know that. We had a brother called as Pluto, but we kicked Pluto out because he was cheating on us. Yes, he did something. We'll talk about that as well. Pluto was earlier a planet, but now it's classified as a dwarf planet. It is not a planet anymore, but a level below. Okay, we have reduced the level of Pluto. Now it is a dwarf planet. And just to tell you, Pluto is not named after a Disney character. You might find, Pluto is a dog's character in Disney series. No, it was not named after. Pluto in Roman mythology. Pluto in Roman mythology is actually the god of underworld. The god of underworld. By underworld, I do not mean the Mumbai underworld or that way. No, underworld means in Hindi we say Patal Lok. Okay, so we have earth, we have heaven, and then we have hell. Okay, so the god of underworld or the god of hell is Pluto. And why a planet was called god of underworld, the god of, because it was very far away. No sun's light used to reach there. Sun's light do not reach there. It is the coldest one because it is very far away, and we do not have any light source or heat source providing light and heat to that planet. So it was cold, it was very far away, it was dark, hence we called it Pluto, lot of dark underworld. Okay, and Pluto was founded in 1930. So I'm talking about Pluto, 1930, and it was by Clyde Tombaugh. Okay, it was by Clyde Tombaugh. So Clyde Tombaugh was the person who discovered Pluto in 1930. Clear? All set, all done. So all India, okay. Okay, so this is all set. Alright guys, so if you're still watching it, kindly give a thumbs up, like the button, okay, press the like button. And also if you're still watching it and if you're still there and if you're not wandered anywhere else, kindly drop in a like in the comment section or say hi or yes. Say yes, I'm still there. So I would get to know that you're still watching it. Because sometimes what happened, we are speaking here, continuously with all the effort and then everyone just leaves. So we do not want that to happen. There's a problem with online classes. Okay, so if you're still with us, then kindly write yes in the comment section, the chat section, so I get to know that you're there with us. Okay, so I'm expecting a reply. Okay, thank you to someone who has just liked the session. Thank you to that person, the amazing person. Okay, so in the order of proximity to the sun, they are Mercury. So from closest to sun to farthest away, we have my very educated mother just show us 9 and then planets, Pluto for planets. Okay, so we have Anji Pasha. Okay, so yeah, yes, okay, superb. So you're there with us, superb. Okay, next is all 8 planets of our solar system revolve around the sun in elongated paths called orbits. So we have big orbits around the sun. So sun actually has held every planet together and it goes around. Okay, the sun, the planets, they go around the sun. They go around the sun, and in whatever path they go in, they're elongated paths and they're basically called orbits. Okay, basically called orbits. The planets are classified into 2 major groups called inner planets and outer planets. As I've already explained to you, previously, that we have 2 segregation, we have 2 different classification of planets, inner planets and then we have outer planets. Okay, so there, as I told you while explaining you that, I told you that inner planets share some characteristic feature and outer planets also share some characteristic feature. And what are those features? We'll talk about that in detail in some time. Okay, let us understand classification. Yes, so the time is now. Yes, the time is now. All right, so we have inner planets, then we have outer planets. So inner planets and outer planets. So what are the difference? Number 1, we have, it includes Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Yes, the first four planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. And then we have the next 4. It includes Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So first 4 inner, last 4 as outer. Clear? Very simple. Now feature, they are close to Earth. Yes, they are close to Earth. These are far from the Earth. Yes, very simple point. Now this is an important point. The inner planet's core is molten metals. The core, the very core of inner planets is actually molten. So similarly for Earth, we have a molten core. See, the land we sit, the land we stand on, the land we build our houses, okay, the land we operate on is very tough. It's very, very tough. But can you imagine the extreme core of it? The extreme core of it is still very, very hot. Still, it's so hot the metals they actually melt. It's so hot the metals actually melt. Then they have a ring system around them. So inner planets, the core is all molten. And what about the outer ones? The outer ones, they have a ring system around them. Okay, so it's a different feature. Next one, they have a very less number of natural satellites. Talking about natural satellites, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth and Mars. Very less number of natural satellites, almost none in some case. Earth has 1, Mars has 2, that's it. That's about it, 1 or 2, that's it. But when you talk about outer planets, we talk about Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, 20 plus. So they have huge number of satellites with them, natural satellites with them. Obviously, because they have a huge size, and because of huge size, they have huge gravitational pull, so they attract in their orbit. Okay, yes, Anji Pasha, yes, moon for us, exactly. Okay, and they have large number of satellites, natural satellites, outer planets. We'll see about them. Okay, then next one is, they have high density and rocky crust. They have high density and rocky crust. Talking about whom? We're talking about inner planets. So inner planets have high density and rocky crust, and next is they have gaseous bodies mainly made up of hydrogen and helium gases. So allow me to explain this further. Have high density and rocky crust. See, the earth, the land that we stand on is very dense. It is not soft. We cannot dug up hole with our bare hands, a deep hole I must say, okay, we cannot dug up a deep hole with our bare hands. We would, if we start with our hands, we won't be able to dig any big hole. Just merely we will be able to scratch the surface, that's it. Scratch the surface, that's it. We won't be able to dig any hole with our bare hands. If we use some tools, then it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of effort because this crust is very tough. It's very dense. But when we take help of bulldozers or big heavy machinery, heavy equipment, that also is not very easy. That also is going to take a lot of time, energy, a lot of effort just to dig up a decent hole. Okay, so that is the density of the toughness of crust that we have, that we can see from Venus, from Mercury, from Earth, and from Mars. Till this, okay. And next one is they have gaseous bodies mainly made up of hydrogen and helium. Mainly made of hydrogen. So Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, they are big balloons. Understand, like big balloons, big giants. Okay, but their density is not that much. Their surface is very soft. Okay, so if you jump on Earth, the Earth doesn't go down. Okay, the land doesn't get into a depression. Okay, there is no denting or bending of Earth. You just can't jump, nothing will happen to Earth. But if you jump on Jupiter and somewhere Saturn, it is gaseous, so they'll get, you'll get a little dip. Okay, so because they're softer that way, it is very easy to dig up holes and all that. So because the density is not that much, it is more like an iron ball and a cotton ball. So cotton ball, no density, you can just squeeze if you have proper. So Jupiter cannot be squeezed, but if you are big enough, if someone is big enough, let's just hypothetically, if we say any super Avenger, okay, some Avenger can squeeze it, okay. It's just for educational purposes, just to understand, okay. So last one is inner planets. They have a shorter period of revolution. Of course, they have a shorter period of revolution. Why? Because the initial 4 planets are very close to the Earth, so obviously their orbit is going to be very short. So they complete it in the shortest possible time. Understood. And what about the outer planets? Outer planets, they start from Jupiter. After inner planets ends, then we have outer planets. Outer planets have a bigger elongated route or the orbit to cover, so they take more time. Yes, so they have a longer period of revolution. Okay, but there is a very fantastic point about outer planets. They might take a long time to go around the sun, okay, for revolution, but they spin on their axis very fast. They are amazingly fast to spin on their axis for rotation. See, a rotation on Earth, rotation of Earth takes around 1 day, that is 24 hours. To complete one rotation on its axis, the Earth takes around 1 day, that is 24 hours. Clear? But we are taking 24 hours. Jupiter is just taking 9 hours. 9-10 hours, that's it. In 9-10 hours, it is completing its rotation. Okay, Saturn is taking around 11-11.5 hours. Neptune, Uranus take around 12 hours, 13 hours, that's it. 14 hours, that's it. They complete their one revolution in 14 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 9 hours. But we are taking 24 hours. Even Mercury is taking even more. So we are, rotation wise, we are very slow. Revolution wise, we are fast because short orbit. Rotation wise, we are slow. Outer planets, they are very fast rotation wise. Clear? So I hope it is clear. Okay, so EMI track saying, sir, we're going to PDF. For PDF, you have to join the CHSL batch, SAFALTA batch. This is what we teach, how we teach in the batches. So it is just for demo purposes. If it is for people who are still not sure whether they want to take up the class or whether they want to take up the batch. So it's just to show them what kind of teaching or how we take it, and it's just that small nudge. It's just a small nudge that, just to make up your decision. Okay, if this is what I am getting, it is worthwhile. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. We have practice papers, all the theory, all the education, all the imparting of delivery content, that is done. and also delivery of also a daily practice paper. All this is done. I'll provide you with questions to solve. So you learn this and then you solve questions. You learn this and you solve questions. So how cool is that? And you have doubt solving sessions also. You can always post your doubt for maths, reasoning, anything is post your doubt and you can get your doubt clear. So everything is available on the CHSL Safalta batch. Exampur official app, download the app, buy the course CHSL, okay, Safalta batch in English medium, okay. So this is done, okay. So we talked about inner outer planets, yes. So now we'll talk about the features of planet. Features of planet, kindly be very focused on features of planet. Why? Because every single feature of a planet is a potential question, correct? Every single feature is a potential question. See, for Mercury, we talk about Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system and closest to the sun. It is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. It is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. So Mercury is very small, and it is comparable. It is comparable in size of moon. We know that moon is 25% the size of Earth, or 1/4. Okay, 1/4 the size of Earth. So Mercury is also near about to that size, of Earth. Okay, so it's also very small. So just to see again, if you want to see again, we can see that. See, this is Mercury, very small. You can hardly see. Okay, and look at Earth. Earth is pretty big, not very big, but when compared to Mercury, it's okayish big. Okay, so and closest to the sun, yeah, no points for guessing this. Yes, Mercury is the closest to the sun. You won't find this question. This is very easy question. You won't find this question. Only slightly larger than Earth's moon. So this is a good question. This is a good point. Can be a question. Which of the following planets is slightly larger than Earth's moon? Mars, Venus, Mercury, or they'll say some other planet. Okay, so which would be the correct answer? The answer would be Mercury. Next one. It goes the fastest around the sun in our solar system. Why the fastest? Because it has the shortest orbit. It has the shortest orbit to cover, hence the fastest. Okay. Next, Mercury takes around 88 days to take one revolution. So for one revolution, 88 days. It's a very important question. You will find in previous year question, this question was asked. What is the time period of Earth revolution of Mercury around the sun? It is just 88 days. So in 88 days, it completes one revolution. Remember the number because it has been asked and it is often asked in the exam. Okay. And what is Earth's number? Earth's number is 365. So we take 365 days and we say that is 1 year. And this chap, it takes less than 3 months. Less than 3 months, less than 90 days, this guy completes one revolution and he say I'm the quickest one. Okay. But as I told you, the inner planets are very bad at rotation. Revolution wise, easy, but rotation wise, they are very bad. Look at the example of Mercury. 59 days. 59 days to complete one rotation. Not revolution, rotation on the axis. We take 24 hours. We take 24 hours to complete one rotation. This chap takes around 59 days. Imagine how slow it is. It is going very slow. Like it almost negligible. You wouldn't be, 59. We complete 24 hours. This boy 59 days. So revolution wise fast 88 days, but rotation wise 59 days. 59 days. Okay, so with the job that can be done in 24 hours, this boy complete 59 days. So I hope you are clear. So when I say rotation, so I hope you are clear with it. What is rotation? What is revolution? So rotation is moving on the axis like this, and revolution is if this is the sun, then we have this is revolution. Going around the sun is revolution. Okay, but going on its axis, this is rotation. Okay, chap. This is one simple thing. I hope it is clear. Next is let's see, move on. We'll talk about Venus. We'll talk about Venus. So Venus is also very, very important. Venus is very, very important. Venus is called Earth's twin. So when you talk about Venus, Venus has loads and loads of points. Loads and loads of points. Pehla point, the first point, Venus is called Earth's twins. Yes, it is called Earth's twins because it is similar in size and density. Why it is called Earth's twin? Because it's similar in size and density. Similar in size and density. Just I want to show the picture once again. See, Venus, Earth, almost the same size. Look at Mars, very small. Look at Mars, very small. Look at Mercury, even smaller. Okay, so Mars is not that big, guys. If you're understanding Mars as a big planet, it's not a very big planet. It's a small planet when compared to Earth and Venus. So Earth and Venus are comparable in size and they're called twins. So Earth's twin is Venus. Because why? Because same size, same density, almost the same thing. Okay, so Earth's twin because it is similar in size and density. All clear? So Earth's twins is Venus. Clear? Next point. A thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. Yes, it is the hottest planet in our solar system. You would be surprised you would be like, Mercury is the hottest because it is the closest. Anything that is the closest to the sun has to be very, very hot. Yes, Mercury is very, very hot, but it is not the hottest. The hottest one is a planet just after Mercury, that is Venus. Why? Because Venus has abundance of carbon, greenhouse gases in its atmosphere. Venus has got thick atmosphere, a very thick atmosphere. And whenever you have a thick atmosphere, what does a thick atmosphere do? It traps heat. Thick atmosphere, the carbon, the greenhouse gases, they trap heat. So when heat is trapped, then heat is not released. Okay, so heat, the entire thing becomes heated up. Because you are not releasing heat, you are trapping it. As a consequence of it, it will get everything heated up around you. Okay, so a thick atmosphere traps heat in a runaway greenhouse, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. Okay, another point. Venus is the brightest, not just the hottest, but also the brightest planet in our solar system, and is known as morning and evening star. Why morning and evening star? Because before sunrise and after sunset, I repeat, before sunrise and after sunset, this planet is visible in the sky with our naked eyes. Okay, so sometimes you must, if you have a clear day, if you have clear sky, then you can see, you must have seen some heavenly object at a distance. That was Venus, small one, that was Venus. Okay, so it because why not after sunrise? Why? Because when sun rises, nothing can stand in front of sun. Sun is the brightest. You won't be able to see anything when sun is out. When sun is not out, before sunset and after sunrise, before sunrise and after sunset, you can see Venus there. So also called morning and evening star, brightest planet. There is a thick cloud cover around Venus, which also lends the name veiled planet. As I told you, it has huge cloud. It has a big, covered by cloud. And because it is covered by cloud, we cannot see the surface, we cannot see much of it. That is why it's called veiled planet. By veiled means nakab. Veiled means छुपा हुआ. Veiled means ढका हुआ. Veiled means covered. Okay, so veiled planet, which is called the veiled planet, Venus. Okay, Venus is the hottest planet. Yes, we've already discussed this, hottest planet. Now Venus takes about 255 days to take one revolution. We take 365 days. Our Venus takes 255 days. Obviously shorter route than Earth. Sun, and 243 days to take one rotation on its. Very slow. Same problem with Mercury. I told you, very slow rotation wise 243 days, and Earth is much better. Rotation wise, just 24 hours. Just 24 hours we take for one rotation. But this chap, they take 243 days. Mercury and Venus, very slow. All right, for rotation. Okay, so when we talk about Venus, just let us just revise the points. Brightest, hottest, Earth's twin, Earth's twin. Okay, so brightest, hottest, Earth's twin, morning and evening star, morning and evening star. So morning and evening star, and veiled planet, yes, veiled planet, veiled planet. Okay, so these are the different characteristic feature of only Venus, only Venus. So imagine the kind of question that can come. So on brightest, hottest, Earth's twin, morning and evening star, veiled planet. So five different features only from Venus. Okay, so you don't have to remember a big paragraph of Venus. Just remember these five: brightest, hottest because big cloud coverage. Okay, and because of cloud coverage, heat traps, and because of cloud coverage, veiled planet, and hottest, yes, got it. Then morning and evening star because it is visible with the naked eye, and same size and density as of Earth, so Earth's twin. That's it. So these are the 5 points about Venus. I hope it is clear to you. I hope it is clear to you. And studies is supposed to be this way only. Studies supposed, you don't have to never remember the whole paragraph of things. Just take out keywords. Just take out point wise, because every question is formed on keywords. Okay, every question is formed on keywords. So these were the keywords and a potential question source. You don't have to remember big lines. Just remember brightest, Venus, this, that, this, that. Okay, all clear? So till now we have completed Mercury, we have completed Venus. So just quickly we'll revise Venus, Mercury also once again. So like we did for Venus, quickly we'll do. So closest, we'll only talk about the keywords. Closest, slightly larger than moon. Okay, so we'll say this way. Slightly larger than moon. Okay, so you would be surprised to know that we as humans, we all are the US, let's just say NASA. NASA is launching missions. So they have launched mission for moon. So they have launched mission for moon. We all know that. So now they have also launched mission for Mars. We know that. Now they are launching mission for Venus, and they are launching mission for Sun also, and we are also doing that. We are also launching missions for moon. We have launched mission for moon. We have launched Chandrayaan. We have launched mission for Mars, Mangalyaan, and we are also launching mission for Venus. And we want to have study for Sun also. So Aditya mission is for Sun. Okay, and also Gaganyaan. We are we are going with this mission for sending astronauts or Vyommitras, okay, or Vyomnauts to Earth, to the space. Indian astronauts to space. So it's going to be a big achievement for us. And the NASA has also sent missions for Jupiter also. And there was this mission, you won't believe, there was a mission called New Horizons mission. New Horizons mission. And that mission was for Pluto. Can you imagine that? For Pluto. So NASA has launched this mission called New Horizons mission, and they have sent it to Pluto, and it was a fly past. It was a flyby. Let's just say flyby. It was a flyby. That means it won't land. It won't land there, and it won't circle it. It won't orbit it. It won't land. It was just a flyby. So it was planned in such a, because Pluto is also moving around the sun, in elliptical orbit. So it was planned in such a way that whenever Pluto comes, and the flyby should be very close to it, not so close to that with the gravitational pull of Pluto just pulls it inside. it was at appropriate distance, so that we get enough pictures. So the picture was clicked and was sent back to Mars, sent back to NASA, US. Okay, so yeah, so the pictures were clicked, and if you can see on Google, if you can, after the class you can go on Google and you can see pictures of Pluto. We can see pictures of Pluto. Pluto is, the soil is actually pinkish reddish in color, and it's a beautiful planet. It looks very beautiful in the pictures. Okay, so yeah, we have planned different missions. We have planned missions for Jupiter. We have planned missions for everything. Okay, and also we have planned missions to outside of the solar system. So that is the beauty of being curious. So if you are curious, you ask questions. So when you ask questions, you get to learn something. So humanity is all about learning. Imagine one thing: we are at the top of the food chain, and we rule the planet Earth. Why? Because we questioned. Why? Because we learned, we acquired knowledge, and the most important part, we did not keep it to ourselves. We passed it on to the next generation. Whatever we are studying today, we have not researched for it. We have not struggled for it. We just took up a book, saw a documentary. That's it. Went on YouTube. Everything is available. So it's all this knowledge has passed on to us. That is why we are leading a better life than any other animal, on the planet Earth. Okay. So it's all this striving nature of us. All right. So okay, so with this we complete the session. So I hope you like the session. So this was Universe, and similarly we'll be talking a lot, we'll be learning a lot, we'll be revising a lot of things, and slowly we'll move forward. So anybody who wanted to join the SAFALTA CHSL batch for SAFALTA and was still in doubt, so this is the session, this is the kind of sessions we take up, and I want you guys to enjoy the session, understand the session, and make up your mind and come in the app. Okay, buy the course, and we'll watch you there, we'll see you there, and we'll learn together. Okay, chalo, I'll leave. Okay, so this is the wrap. So tomorrow 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. again we have current affairs session, and 10 to 11 again geography session. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday on YouTube channel we have our geography at 10 to 11 and 9 to 10 current affairs every single day. Clear? All clear? Thank you for joining in the session today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.